I have a lot of books in my library at home from doctors, professors, scientists, naturopaths, naturopathic doctors who are having success helping their patients to conquer cancer. And so I read them all, and I want to find the three common denominators. Cancer loves acid. Cancer also loves no oxygen. So knowing those things, it makes a lot of sense to alkalize the tissues. And even though there's the drop of only 1 point, the drop of 1 point means 60% less oxygen available at the cellular level. The other thing cancer loves is sugar. So these are the three common denominators I find. And so when people come to us wanting help to conquer cancer, you see what we do? We suggest a diet that's highly alkalizing. We suggest ways to oxygenate the body. In fact, some health retreats have hyperbaric chambers. Have you heard of those? We have one, and it puts oxygen in under pressure. And we also greatly eliminate the glucose, the sugars going into the body.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Barbara O'Neill here, and today we're diving into a topic that touches so many lives: cancer. Now, while it can feel overwhelming, there's immense hope to be found in the simple yet profound power of the foods God has given us. You see, cancer actually fears certain foods, and today I'm eager to share 11 of these incredible allies with you. As we journey through life, nourishing our bodies with the right foods becomes increasingly vital, especially when it comes to protecting ourselves from diseases like cancer. In fact, the research is clear. Nearly 40% of all cancers could be prevented through simple lifestyle adjustments, and what we choose to put on our plates plays a starring role in that. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 11 remarkable foods backed by solid research that possess potent cancer-fighting properties. We'll explore how making them a regular part of your diet can truly make a difference in taking control of your health and keeping cancer at bay. So stay with me, because what you're about to discover could empower you to take proactive steps towards a healthier, cancer-resistant life.
For your grains, the millet is alkaline. We had millet this morning. It's a delicious grain, isn't it? I'm sure you can understand when I said it needs to be dressed. It's basically a bland grain, but it's very nice with the stewed apple and the pear cream and the sprinkles on top. Or it's also very nice if you have it with savoury, your lentils. Quinoa, I think we'll be having quinoa at another breakfast time. These are alkaline grains, but they're also gluten-free grains, so that's made them very popular. Amaranth. Amaranth is a grain that's not very well known. I think the Aztecs, traditionally they've eaten the quinoa and the amaranth. It's a very tiny grain, and when you cook it, it goes like a lump of glue. But what I often do when my grandsons are with us, because they like a porridge, I'll put a little amaranth with the millet, or I'll put a little amaranth with the quinoa, or if they have oats, I'll put a little amaranth with the oats. So that's quite nice.
Let's begin by exploring the quiet powerhouses of our diet: whole grains. I'm talking about beautiful grains like millet, quinoa, amaranths, spelt wholesome brown rice, and good old-fashioned oats. Now, you might be wondering, what makes these humble grains such formidable cancer-fighting allies? Well, for starters, they are wonderfully alkaline. And this is so important because cancer cells struggle to thrive in an alkaline environment. Think of it like tending your soil. You want a balanced pH for your plants to flourish, and it's the same within our bodies. Keeping our internal environment slightly alkaline can make it a much less hospitable place for cancer cells to take hold and grow. But the benefits don't stop there. Both the esteemed American Institute for Cancer Research and the World Cancer Research Fund advocate for including at least 90 grams of whole grains in our daily diet. Their research suggests this simple addition can significantly lower our risk, particularly of colorectal cancer. That's remarkable protection from something as as embracing more of these natural grains in our meals. How does this happen? The secret lies in their incredible fiber content. Whole grains are absolutely packed with it. When we eat fiber-rich foods, this fiber travels through our digestive system like a diligent worker, binding to harmful substances, including those nasty carcinogens. It helps to minimize their impact before they can cause damage. Imagine fiber as a natural broom sweeping away the troublemakers as it moves along. Even more impressive is how fiber nurtures our gut health. It acts as the primary food source for the beneficial bacteria residing in our digestive system. Think of it as feeding your inner garden. When these good bacteria are well nourished, they help to keep inflammation levels throughout the body low and give a wonderful boost to our immune system, both of which are absolutely critical in our fight against cancer. A happy gut truly contributes to a resilient body, where cancer cells find it much harder to flourish. And let's not forget the blood sugar connection. These grains, especially those rich in fiber, help to stabilize our blood sugar levels. When we eat them, the digestion process is slower, meaning glucose is released into our bloodstream gradually, avoiding those sharp spikes. This is key because cancer cells are known to have a sweet tooth. They thrive on glucose. By keeping our blood sugar steady, we're essentially making it harder for those unwelcome cells to get the fuel they need to grow and multiply. Now here's a little bonus you might not know. Most of these wonderful grains are naturally gluten-free. While gluten itself isn't a direct cause of cancer for most people, many individuals who choose to reduce or eliminate gluten often report lower levels of inflammation in their bodies. Chronic inflammation is a significant concern because over time it can contribute to genetic damage and DNA issues, potentially increasing the risk of cancer. So, by embracing these naturally gluten-free grains, you're not only getting their direct cancer-fighting properties, but also potentially reducing overall inflammation in your system. So, when you thoughtfully include these grains in your daily meals, you're doing so much more than just eating something healthy. You're actively taking powerful steps to protect this precious body God has given you from cancer and to enhance your overall well-being.
Lima beans and lentils and soy are the three alkaline-forming legumes.
Now let's turn our attention to another group of nutritional champions, legumes. I'm talking about humble yet mighty foods like lima beans, soybeans, and lentils. Don't underestimate these little powerhouses. They are nutrient-dense, incredibly versatile, and play a significant role in our fight against cancer. You might be surprised at just how much goodness these little guys hold. The American Institute of Cancer Research itself backs this up, noting that regularly including legumes like lentils in our diet can indeed help lower our risk of developing cancer. So, what is it about these legumes that makes them such strong cancer fighters? First, let's talk about lima beans. These often overlooked beans are loaded with fascinating compounds called protease inhibitors. Now that might sound a bit technical, but their job is quite straightforward. They help to stop cancer cells from forming. This action has been particularly noted in relation to breast and colon cancers, two of the more common types. So simply by adding lima beans to your stews, soups, or salads, you're actively working to reduce your cancer risk. Next, we have soybeans, which have garnered a lot of attention for their health benefits, and rightly so. What makes soy a real star in the cancer-fighting arena is its rich content of isoflavones, such as genistein and daidzein. These compounds have a unique action in the body. They can actually mimic estrogen. Now, it might sound a little strange at first, but here's the clever part. They can bind to estrogen receptors, potentially reducing the risk of hormone-sensitive cancers, particularly breast cancer. It's almost as if these A-flavones are gently nudging things in a healthier direction within the body. And then there are lentils. These unassuming little discs are packed with folate, a crucial B vitamin that's essential for healthy cell division. When our bodies don't get enough folate, there's a risk of cell division going awry, which can increase the chances of developing cancers like colon and breast cancer. So by making lentils a regular part of your soups, stews, or even salads, you're helping to ensure your cells are dividing in a healthy, controlled manner, thus reducing cancer risk in the process. But the benefits of these three legumes, lima beans, soybeans, and lentils, go even further when you combine them in your diet. You're not just getting those specific cancer-fighting nutrients, you're also loading up on that wonderful fibre, which, as we've learned, is vital for keeping blood sugar levels stable. Remember, cancer cells thrive on glucose, so keeping your blood sugar in check helps to slow down their growth. And there's more. These legumes are also rich in saponins, fascinating compounds that have been found to inhibit cancer cell growth. Saponins are like a secret weapon these legumes bring to the table, working to stop cancer cells from spreading and even triggering cell death in those unwelcome cells. The wonderful thing is that eating legumes regularly can help protect against several types of cancer, including breast, prostate, colon, and even lung cancer. These incredible foods are fighting cancer on multiple fronts. They can hinder growth, prevent invasion of healthy tissues, regulate blood sugar, and even bind to and help eliminate harmful carcinogens. What a testament to God's pharmacy in nature.
No, the lemon is acid where it should be. That's why you'll find that most of our salad dressings have lemon in them. But when it is broken down in the gut, and the minerals are dispersed and absorbed into the blood and thus to the tissues, it has an alkaline effect because the lemon is high in the alkaline minerals, which is sodium and potassium, calcium, magnesium and iron. These are the alkaline minerals, and the lemon is high in the alkaline minerals. Don't you love the lemon? Every home should have a lemon tree, and if you're in a unit, you can have a lemon tree in a pot on your veranda.
Imagine your body as a finely tuned machine, and these minerals are like the essential components that keep everything running smoothly. They play a vital role in helping our bodies maintain a healthy pH balance, creating an internal environment where cancer cells find it much less inviting to thrive. Here's a surprising fact for you. Lemons actually contain more potassium than apples or grapes. Potassium is absolutely key for keeping our blood pressure in check and supporting a healthy heart. Plus, it also plays a significant role in regulating our blood sugar levels. And as we've discussed, keeping blood sugar stable is crucial because cancer cells rely on glucose for fuel. By ensuring a steady supply, we're essentially starving those unwelcome cells. Potassium even aids in the production of insulin, which is our body's natural blood sugar manager, keeping everything in harmony. Magnesium is another significant player in lemons, especially when it comes to helping us manage stress. We know that chronic stress can wear down our immune system, making us more vulnerable to various diseases, including cancer. Magnesium helps to calm and support our nervous system, building resilience against stress. Then there's calcium, which we often associate with strong bones, and rightly so, but did you know it also helps our bodies absorb vitamin D? And vitamin D is absolutely crucial for regulating healthy cell growth. Think of our cells going through a natural life cycle. They grow, mature, and eventually die. Vitamin D helps to ensure this process stays under proper control. When this cycle gets disrupted, it can lead to uncontrolled cell growth, which is a hallmark of cancer. So by supporting healthy cell growth, vitamin D, aided by the calcium from lemons, can actually lower our risk of developing cancer. And remember, our bodies can also produce vitamin D through safe sun exposure.
Dr. Malcolm Kendrick said, for the first time, normal levels of a normal vital body substance is being called a disease. What's that? Cholesterol. So the ultraviolet rays from the sun hit the skin and convert a form of cholesterol just under the skin to vitamin D. And vitamin D is essential in the assimilation of calcium and the utilization of calcium in the body. Vitamin D is also being hailed today as the anti-cancer vitamin. In fact, the research is showing that it can stop cancer in its tracks and even convert the cell back to a healthy cell. That's quite remarkable.
On top of all these wonderful minerals, lemons are also loaded with powerful antioxidants, particularly limonene, which is found abundantly in the peel and juice. Limonene has been extensively studied for its remarkable cancer-fighting abilities. Research suggests it can be incredibly effective in preventing and slowing down the growth of cancer cells. This powerful compound has even been shown to stop cancer cells from spreading, trigger their natural death apoptosis, and even improve the effectiveness of traditional cancer treatments. Its potent antioxidant properties also protect our cells from the damaging effects of free radicals, further lowering the risk of cancers like colon, breast, lung, and stomach cancer. So don't just squeeze that lemon juice, consider grating some of that wonderful zest too.
So coming back to our alkaline forming foods, the two nuts are your almond and Brazil. And all your seeds have an alkaline effect.
Next on our list of alkaline, cancer-fighting wonders are nuts. Delicious and satisfying nuts like almonds, walnuts, and pistachios aren't just tasty snacks. They are also fantastic allies in our fight against cancer and should definitely be a regular part of a healthy diet. So, how exactly do nuts help prevent and fight cancer? It all boils down to their incredible nutrient profile. They are packed with healthy fats that are so important for our overall well-being, as well as good amounts of fibre and protein. This trio helps to keep our blood sugar levels nice and steady, which, as we know, makes it harder for cancer cells to thrive. Furthermore, nuts are absolutely loaded with powerful antioxidants that work tirelessly to protect our cells from the damage caused by those pesky free radicals. For example, walnuts boast a particularly potent antioxidant called gamma-tocopherol, which has been linked to a lower risk of breast cancer. The American Institute of Cancer Research itself suggests that eating just 1 ounce of nuts a day can potentially cut your cancer risk by a significant 15%. This is partly thanks to those wonderful antioxidants, like vitamin E and selenium, which act as shields against free radical damage that can lead to cancer development. Nuts also contain beneficial phytochemicals, such as flavonoids and phenolic acids. These plant-based compounds have been shown to slow down the growth of cancer cells and reduce inflammation within the body, making it a less hospitable environment for cancer to spread. And let's not forget the incredible omega-3 fatty acids, especially abundant in walnuts. These healthy fats are not only vital for heart health, but also play a key role in cancer prevention by reducing inflammation, which has been strongly linked to cancer development. Omega-3s can even directly interfere with the growth of cancer cells and encourage them to self-destruct. They can activate special proteins in our bodies called PPRs, which further help prevent cancer cell growth and promote their death. So, a handful of nuts a day can be a truly powerful step in protecting your health.
Dark green leafy vegetables are also alkaline forming. Dark green leafy vegetables we should be eating every day. That's your kale, that's your parsley, that's your, what you call them, collard greens. Do you know, I've never seen collard greens in Australia. You can tell I'm in Alabama. They're a popular food here, but we do have spinach and silver beet, kale. We should be eating something from the dark green family of vegetables every single day. And if you don't, you really should have a dose of green barley or super greens. Also vegetables. Vegetables have an alkaline effect. But there is a question mark with vegetables. I'm putting a question mark here because for some people these have an alkaline effect and sometimes an acid effect. It's the tomato and bell pepper, or in Australia we call that capsicum. Also eggplant and some countries call this aubergine. And last is the potato. Now this is not the sweet potato. The sweet potato is actually not a potato. The sweet potato is a yam. I'm referring to the English potato or the Irish potato. This is the nightshade group of vegetables, and for some people they have an acid effect.
And finally, let's celebrate the vibrant power of leafy greens. These incredible vegetables are absolute nutritional powerhouses, packed with a vast array of essential vitamins, minerals, and potent antioxidants. Think of beautiful kale, versatile parsley, hearty collard greens, and readily available spinach. These wonderful greens play a crucial role in keeping our digestion regular, which is so important for overall health. By promoting healthy bowel movements, they help to lower the risk of constipation and diverticulitis, both of which have been linked to a higher chance of developing colorectal cancer. But there's so much more to these greens than just fibre. They are brimming with powerful antioxidants, such as vitamin C and E, along with beta-carotene, all of which work to protect our cells from damage and reduce our overall cancer risk. Take kale, for example. It's exceptionally rich in glucosinolates, fascinating compounds that have been shown to slow down the growth of cancer cells. Kale also contains camphor, a flavonoid associated with a lower risk of various cancers and other chronic diseases. Even humble parsley, often relegated to a mere garnish, is loaded with incredible benefits. It contains apigenin, a compound with strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Parsley also contains moracetin, which has demonstrated anti-cancer properties in research. Hearty collard greens are another fantastic option, filled with protective antioxidants like lutein and beta-carotene, which shield our cells and reduce inflammation. They also contain glucoraphanin, a valuable compound that helps our bodies detoxify and flush out potential cancer-causing substances. And let's not forget spinach, another leafy green to wholeheartedly embrace. It's a good source of alpha-lipoic acid, a powerful antioxidant that helps reduce inflammation and slow down the growth of cancer cells. Spinach is also a wonderful source of folate, that essential B vitamin we talked about earlier, that supports healthy cell division. Incorporating a variety of these leafy greens into your daily meals is like providing your body with a powerful army of protectors, working diligently to keep you healthy and resilient. Thank you so much for joining me today on this important journey of understanding the cancer-fighting power of the foods God has so generously provided. I truly hope you found this information helpful and that you feel empowered to make these simple yet profoundly impactful changes to your diet. Remember, the choices we make with our food have a real and lasting effect on our health, and these 11 incredible foods are a wonderful way to support your body's natural defenses. If you found this video encouraging and informative, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more practical health tips and empowering advice. Please feel free to share your thoughts and questions in the comments below. I always love hearing from you. Until our next conversation, take wonderful care of yourselves and keep making those wise and healthy choices. God bless you all.